Get ready with me with brand new Drugstore makeup releases. I've been loving the e.l.f. Thirst Burst Drops. That's so hard to say. Such a beautiful consistency, so much like the Glow recipe. I love using it as primer, as skincare. It's so hydrating. It looks beautiful in the skin, gives you that glow, and works amazing under makeup. I mean, the skin is skinning. The new NYX Buttermelt Glaze has already become a holy grail. It's a skin tint with a nice glow and 30 SPF. I've just been wearing it as foundation. It gives you a nice medium coverage. Did you see how fast that blended? It looks absolutely stunning by itself, and it looks incredible with makeup as well. Obsessed with these liquid blushes from Essence, and they just came out with bronzers. And just like the blushes, it blends like a dream. Oh my gosh. This whole line of blushes and bronzers and highlighters is so nice and so inexpensive. Next, we have the brand new e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter Pressed Powder. Depending on the shade, it can be very brightening, as you guys can see. Here it is with and without. For someone that doesn't like glowy powders, I actually think this is really nice. As you guys can see, it does have a nice glow from within and a little bit of blur and then some coverage. As you can see, instant brightness. If you like the Halo Glow Loose Setting Powder, but you need a little bit more coverage and a little bit more blur, I think you're gonna like this. Using the brand new NYX Duck Plump Lip Liners. Has a really nice shape where you can define your lips and also fill them in. Super nice and creamy. It just glides on the lips, but it also dries down a little bit, so it has a really good wear time. I'm actually super impressed with the shade range. They have so many beautiful nudes. As far as plumping goes, it definitely does tingle a little. Does it plump a lot? Not really, but just as a lip liner standing on its own, I think it's beautiful. And this shade is everything. To finish out the look, we're adding the new L'Oreal Plump Ambition Hyaluronic Acid Lip Oil. Obsessed with the applicator, and look at this shade. Look how beautiful. It smells exactly like chocolate peppermint bark. It does feel cooling and a little minty. The formula is really nice. It's not super thin like a regular lip oil, but it's also not thick like a lip balm. It's like nice in between. Not sticky, high shine, and it does feel super minty and refreshing on the lips. That is a gorgeous lip combo. Obsessed with the final look. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on Drugstore makeup. Today we're testing out new Drugstore makeup, and everything is $6 and under. All of these products are from Essence. They're such an affordable brand, and a lot of the times they have a lot of good gems. Starting out with a lip product, this is called the Super Peptide Glossy Lip Treatment, and it does have shea butter in it. I do have a little bit of lip liner on my lips. Oh, okay, it is a thicker product. Very glossy. That feels really nice. It's kind of like a thicker lip balm. Not sticky at all, very high shine. I love the way it looks on the lips. They look nice and juicy. So far I am liking this. I wanted to add it at the beginning of the video, so hopefully by the end of the video we can see how hydrated and plump our lips are. Next up, we have the Baby Got Bronze Liquid Bronzer. They do have blushes and highlighters as well, but this is their newest liquid product. It's actually the only product that I have tried out of this video, and it's really nice. So it does have the sponge applicator, and you can lock it and unlock it. This formula reminds me a lot of the blush. It is pigmented, but it actually blends out so nicely. As you guys can see, like I mentioned, very pigmented. I definitely used way too much. Thankfully, it does blend out like a dream, just like the blush. Blending out the forehead, and I love this shade of bronzer. So definitely go in with a lighter hand, but even if you don't, it still blends out beautifully. It does leave you with a nice finish. It's like a nice natural finish. There is no shimmer in this, but it does give you a little bit of a glow. Personally, I think that the line of the Baby Got blush, highlighter, and bronzers are super nice. Next, we have setting powder, and this is called the Flawless Skin Trio Loose Setting Powder, Blurring, Brightening, and Smoothing. Know what you're thinking? I'm thinking the same. This is kind of giving Givenchy. There's a lilac, a pink, as well as a peachy tone. Hopefully the shade works out for me. I don't believe that there's other shades. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just mix up all the colors. I'm gonna grab some on my powder puff, and I am gonna tap off the excess so it's not too much. And let's go ahead and just tap it out. Oh my gosh, that is brightening. As I'm applying, it doesn't feel dry or tightening at all. It actually doesn't feel like anything. But oh my gosh, the brightening is real. Even the sides of my nose just look automatically contoured because of the brightness. And honestly, like, a little bit goes a long way, but even if you accidentally apply a lot, like myself, again, it doesn't feel drying or anything like that. I don't know how much I want to use this for my face because of the color, but it is a really nice setting powder for like your blush because it's like a nice transition with that pinky tone. Super finely milled. It doesn't feel drying. It's blurring. It's brightening. I cannot complain. I do have one more lip product to try out, but first let me just let you guys know that the lip balm is really nice. This little lip peptide, so far I am liking it. It definitely stayed glossy and hydrating throughout the whole video. I am removing it, but the lips definitely feel super hydrating and moist. For the last product that we're trying out, I actually already know that I love this formula, but they did come out with a new shade, and look at this. So this is the Essence Hydra Kiss Lip Oil, and their new shade is called Midnight Mystery. I actually love these lip oils. They are very, very thick, so if you don't like thick, stay away from them, but they're not sticky and they are super glossy and very hydrating. It does have a really nice doe foot applicator, really big and fat, and oh my gosh, what is this gonna look like? It does make your lips a little bit darker and a little bit cooler toned. I freaking love these lip oils because I love a thick, cushiony, glossy lip. It gives you a nice hint of color and of course a lot of shine. In person, it does look a little bit more gray tone than it does on camera, but as long as you like that cool tone look on your lips, I do think you're gonna like it. I'm gonna line my lips with a Maybelline Lifter Liner and the shade On It. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add the gloss. Kind of giving early 90s. Look how glossy. As I mentioned, this formula is elite. Makeup is done and I am loving it. Do not sleep on Drugstore makeup. Cosmetics came out with a brand new product and of course we're testing it out today. This is the brand new Halo Glow Powder Filter Press Powder. Packaging is really nice. You do get your powder compact and then you also get a mirror and a puff. And how cute is this puff? It's supposed to be light to buildable coverage with a soft focus glow. I did get a shade that hopefully works for under my eyes. I'm a little scared though because it's supposed to be like the Halo Glow in a powder, but it's also supposed to blur the skin. So I don't know how a luminous glowy powder is also supposed to blur. All right, so let's go ahead and start pressing. Oh my gosh, that added a lot of coverage. Wow. Okay, I think a little goes a long way. Whoa, do we see that brightness? Wait a minute. The glow is not overpowering, but neither is the blurring. You get a nice mixture of both, and of course that coverage. Adding a little bit on the T-zone just to highlight, and look at that glow. I cannot emphasize how much I love blurred skin, so I never go for these type of products, but I will say it's like a really good combination of like everything. It doesn't feel drying at all. It doesn't look cakey. It looks nice in person. It looks nice on camera. I have to say, for a glowy powder, this is probably one of my favorite ones that I've tried. I'm kind of digging it, which I'm actually surprised. It's kind of giving like Hourglass ambient lighting powders, but with coverage. Makeup is done, and you guys, I like this. I honestly did not think I would really like it, again, for the 100th time because I don't love glowy powders, but it looks really pretty. The skin looks super like glowy but natural, and even though it's glowy, it doesn't look super emphasized. I would say that it's not necessarily like a blurring powder, but it does make your skin look a little bit softer, and the glow that comes within doesn't emphasize a bunch of texture. e.l.f. did it again. New skin tint in stick form, and it's Drugstore. You know we're trying it out. This is brand new from Milani. It's called the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Skin Tint. It's supposed to be a light to medium coverage with a soft matte skin-like finish. I couldn't figure out what my perfect match would be, so I did get two shades. I got 06 and 12. Hopefully mixed together they can make my perfect shade. I love a skin tint, and the fact that it's like in a stick and it's Drugstore, I am definitely excited about this. 06 is pretty similar to me. It's just a little bit lighter, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of 12 and just kind of mix it together. I'm just going to start going in circular motions to blend it out. It's actually blending out really easily, and it's looking extremely natural. Not gonna lie, it's almost like disappearing. Like, you can't really tell that I have product on my skin, but you can definitely see that it looks very perfected. Definitely not lying when they said skin finish. Here's the before, here's the after. It's looking really nice, but I kind of want to see if it is buildable because apparently it's light to medium coverage. I would say it definitely did build up to more of a medium coverage. You guys, this looks like skin. So far, I'm actually loving this. It's just like really perfecting my skin, but it's also looking undetectable. Alrighty guys, so makeup is done and everything went on really nicely. All the liquids, the powders, the creams, everything looks really good. Here's what the skin is looking like. Again, it definitely still looks perfected. You can still see a couple of, freckles, acne spots, or anything like that, but it doesn't look heavy on the skin and it looks really nice. It definitely has a soft matte finish. Hey guys, so it's been about 8 hours and this is what the skin tint looks like. I am pretty shiny and I have normal to dry skin sometimes, so I definitely got shinier than usual. So if you do have oily skin, this might not be the best for you, but I will say even though it's shiny, it looks really nice on the skin. Like, it doesn't look like super greasy and it looks like skin on the skin. So I think that if you really like a skin tint that leaves you with more of like a hydrated dewy finish and in stick form and it blends out really nicely, I think you would really enjoy it.